students. This is Inheritance and Variation Part 9. Topics which we are going to cover in this session are example of codominance, what is mutation, what is multiple allelism, and of course what is pleiotropic. So let's have a look. We'll study it, all the topics in detail. So if you remember in the earlier session, we have talked about the codominance in detail. In the codominance, we have studied the one example, that is coat color in kettles. Okay. So another example, which is again very important example, that again comes under this codominance concept when we talk about AB blood group in the human beings. Okay. So it's not about the ABO blood grouping. Okay, take care. It's not about ABO blood grouping system. Here we are talking about how the A and B, both the antigens, they work together or they express themselves together. That is the example of codominance. That's what we are going to study in this example. Okay, so let's study it in detail now. Blood group is decided by three alleles basically in the human beings, and these are IA, IB and IO. These are the three alleles which decide the blood group in human beings. So these alleles are responsible to form a typical type of protein on the red blood cells. Now IA or IB or IO, these three alleles we are talking about, these three alleles actually are responsible to form a typical type of protein on the red blood cells of the human beings. Out of these three alleles, that is IA, IB and IO, out of these three alleles, IA and IB, these two are considered to be dominant, while IO is a recessive allele. Okay. So now you can observe in this diagram, in the first diagram, if the person it possesses IA and IO alleles, then his blood group is IA. If the person, now this is the RBC of that person, there is presence of only one protein, that is A. Now this is a membrane. Okay, this is a red blood cell, and this RBC possesses only IA allele. Out of these three alleles, as we are talking of IA, IB and IO, IA and IB are dominant, and we know that dominant trait is always getting expressed over the recessive one. Recessive characters, they get suppressed. So if the person contains IA and IO alleles, then the blood group is IA, as IO allele is recessive one while IA is a dominant allele. Okay. So in another case, when we talk about the presence of both the alleles, that is IA and IB. Now IA and IB, if both the alleles are present in the RBC, okay, so that person will be having blood group that is AB. Now why there is AB blood group? Because the presence of IA, now see, this is the RBC of that person, where there is presence of both the proteins, that is A and B. These two proteins are present on the membrane of the RBC. So if the person possesses both the proteins of both the alleles, then the blood group of that person is AB. Okay. So what we are talking about here is in codominance, both the genes of the allelomorphic pair express themselves equally, as we have studied in the coat color of the kettles. Same here, we are talking about in codominance, that both the alleles, that is IA and IB, both the alleles, they express themselves equally if they are present on the RBC membrane. Okay, so that's what we are talking about, that both the genes of allelomorphic pair express themselves equally, and that is known as codominance. So when we talk about allele or mutation or multiple allelism or pleiotropy, before going to that concept, we must understand few terms, and these terms are very important. The first term is what is an allele. Actually, we have discussed it in the previous slide, so I'm not going to describe it in detail, but we'll have a what is the definition of allele. So what is an allele? These are the pairs or series of genes on chromosome that determine the hereditary characteristics. So we have studied homologous chromosome, we have studied the structure of chromosome in detail in the earlier videos. So you can go through that. So we have discussed that the chromosomal pairs, they contain the alleles, okay, and these are present on the chromosome and they carry the genetic information and they determine the hereditary characteristics. So these are known as alleles. So next thing or next term which you are going to come across is what are multiple alleles, as we are going to study multiple allelism. So when three or more alternative forms of gene or alleles that can occupy the same locus. Now we have studied locus. Locus means nothing but the position of that gene, okay, where that gene is located, okay. So that we are talking about the loci or loci, that is position of that gene. So when the many alternative forms, here we are talking about not only two but more than three or more alternative forms of a gene, when they are present, genes or alleles, when they occupy the same position on the chromosome, then that condition or that uh, phenomenon is known as multiple alleles. Next is what is mutation. Now a mutation is a natural process, or its mutation, it can also get occurred by artificial process, but as we are not going to study that, so here we will just try to understand what is mutation, because when you are going to study sickle cell anemia, in that you are going to study how the point mutation it occurs and what is the importance of point mutation. Because of that sickle cell anemia disease it occurs. So for understanding that concept, it is very necessary that you must understand the definition of mutation. So a mutation occurs when a DNA is damaged or changed in such a way as to change or alter the genetic message carried by that gene. So in your element standard lesson, you have studied protein synthesis process, you have studied the structure of DNA, you have studied the structure of RNA. So in that part somewhere you have come across like the DNA, it get transcribed and it is getting translated, and the genetic information from the DNA, it get passed from one cell or from one generation to the next, how it is getting carried out because of that process, okay. So all that information you have. So the basic thing is when the DNA strand it get damaged or it get changed, when there is damage or when there is change in the DNA structure, of course the base pairs which are present in the DNA, if they get changed, if they get altered, then what will happen? The genetic information which is present in that basic structure of the DNA, it will get altered, it will get changed, and because of that the whole information will get changed, okay. So the transcription will get changed, the information from the DNA, when it is getting copied on the RNA mRNA strand, the message when it is getting copied on the RNA strand, messenger RNA, that will also get changed, okay. So when what mutation is, basically mutation occurs when a DNA is damaged or when the structure of DNA gets changed in such a way as to change or alter the genetic message carried out by that gene. So here we are talking about mutation in a very different manner. In case of point mutation, we are going to study it, but just remember these things. What is allele? What are multiple alleles? Three or more alternative forms when they are present on the same position. And what is mutation? When the DNA get damaged or changed. So these are the three concepts you must understand before going to multiple allelism or before going to pleiotropy. So that's all about this slide. So in this slide, you're going to study multiple allelism. What is that? So multiple allelism, in that you're having two examples, beautiful example. One is related to the blood group, that is ABO blood group system. Another example which you are going to study in multiple alleles is the uh, wings, the structure of wings in Drosophila. So we're going to study that too. But first I will explain the ABO blood group system while studying the multiple allelism, because both the examples, if you write both the examples in detail, then also you can get marks in the multiple allelism. Okay, so it is comparatively more easier. Drosophila wings, that structure, that part is again very easy. So what is multiple allelism is more than two alternative forms or alleles of a gene in a population occupying the same locus on a chromosome or its homologue are known as multiple alleles. So we have studied the definition in the earlier slide. Multiple alleles, they arise by mutations of the wild type of gene. Wild type is the natural allele which is present in the any organism. A gene can mutate several times, producing a series of alternative expressions. So mutations occur. A gene can get mutated several times, more than one times, producing a series of alternative expression. Different kinds of expressions they uh, get expressed, because here we are talking about mutation. In the mutation, what we have studied, that the DNA, the structure of the DNA get altered or when it get changed. So of course here we are talking about the genetic information which is present in the DNA getting changed. Okay, so that information when get changed, so the message which is getting transcribed in the mRNA, or when it is getting translated, okay, by the tRNA, so what will happen, the information of the DNA is damaged, so the expression will be different than the wild normally. When, which is in the normal DNA, the information which is present or which is getting expressed is the wild type. But when the mutation occurs, the information which is present in the DNA get altered, and because of that the expressions which are, or the genetic information which the DNA is getting is passing, okay, so that expression will be different. So here we are talking about that series of alternative expressions in the multiple allelism. So different alleles in a series show dominant and recessive relation, or may show co-dominance, or recessive relation, or may incomplete dominance, okay, among themselves. So the genes which are getting, or the alleles which are getting expressed, so the alleles can get expressed like dominant allele or recessive allele. Okay, so you have studied it in Mendel's inheritance. In the law of dominance, the dominant allele get expressed while the recessive allele doesn't get expressed. Again, the co-dominance, both the genes or alleles, they get expressed simultaneously, while incomplete dominance, it can also get occurred. So there are number of expressions which, so number of phenotypes which we can get by these type of multiple allelism. So wild type is dominant over all other mutant alleles, so that we are going to study. So before going to that part, I will explain this ABO blood group system first. So when there are more than two alleles for a particular gene or a phenotype, example ABO blood groups. When here in multiple allelism, we are talking about more than two alleles. Try to understand. In the ABO, we are talking about IA, IB and IO. So more than two alleles for a particular gene or a phenotype. For a single phenotype, that is for determination of a blood group, here we are talking about, we are considering three types of alleles. Okay. Next thing, the three alleles, that is IA, IB and IO. Out of these IA, IB, these two are dominant. IO is recessive one. So there are three alleles. Multiple allelism, in case of ABO, there are three alleles. Phenotypes are four, A, B, A, B, O, while the genotypes are six. So how they are six? In the next slide, we are going to study this part in detail. So let's move to the genotypes part of these. So try to understand this slide. Multiple allelism in case of ABO blood groups. What are the dominant alleles and what are the recessive? Which one are the dominant and recessive alleles? And the three alleles, four phenotypes and six genotypes. So in this slide, we talk about six types of genotypes. We have studied there are three alleles. As you can see in the ABO blood groups, there are three alleles, IA, IB and IO. And we get four phenotypes, that is the blood groups A, blood group B, blood group AB and O. Okay. And what are the 6 genotypes? Now these are the 6 genotypes. We get different combinations from these 3 alleles. That is IA, 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 I0. Okay. If IA, IA is present, or if such type of alleles, if they are present, the genotype will be homozygous dominant. IA, IA, both are homozygous dominant. So that person which will be carrying IA, IA type of genotype, that will be homozygous dominant. So the dominant trait will get expressed and that person will carry blood group A. In case of IAIO, the second case, in this genotype is heterozygous. IAI0. The heterozygous dominant trait is getting expressed. So that person will carry blood group A. In case of third, that is IB and IB, the genotype is homozygous dominant, so the blood group will be B. So if the person will be carrying IB type of genotypes alleles, then that person's blood group will be big. In case of IBIO, fourth case, the genotype is heterozygous dominant, so that person will be having blood group B. Now in case of IBIO, as IO is recessive allele, so dominant trait will get expressed, so that person will be having blood group B. In case of fifth case, IA and IB, now both the alleles, they are dominant. IA and IB, both the alleles are dominant, so that genotype is heterozygous dominant, so that type of person will be having blood group AB. Both the alleles will get expressed. This example we have studied in codominance. Okay, both the alleles, they get expressed parallelly or simultaneously. In case of last, that is sixth case, if IOIO, both recessive alleles, if they are present, so both alleles are recessive, so that person will be having blood group O. Okay, so these are the 6 genotypes. Okay, so that is all about ABO blood group system while talking about multiple allelism. So in this multiple alleles in the Drosophila, we are going to study the example, another example of multiple alleles that you can observe here. We are talking about the different phenotypes and genotypes in case of Drosophila. So what we are going to study in the Drosophila? In Drosophila, a large number of multiple alleles are known, as you can observe in the slide. Normal wings, okay, naked wings, notched wings, strap wings, and vestigial wings. So all these are the examples. So different number of multiple alleles are known. The size of wings from the normal wings to the vestigial, there is no wings. Vestigial means the Drosophila which is not having wings. So it is homozygous condition. So it is just stumps. It is due to one allele, that VG. In the homozygous condition, it is vestigial. The normal wing is wild type, while vestigial wing is the recessive type when you are talking about the Drosophila. So the normal wings, VG plus, so these are the phenotypes. You can observe normal wings, VG plus is the genotype. Naked wings, observe the structure of the wings, okay. VG and I, so the first letters are, they are used to express or to denote the genotypes. Notched wings, VGNO, strap wings, VGST, and vestigial with no wings, that is VG. So normal wings with the VG type, VG plus, this genotype is dominant, while this VG is recessive one. Okay, this is the wild type of phenotype in case of Drosophila. So in Drosophila, more than 2 alternative forms or alleles of a gene in a pair population occupying the same locus on a chromosome or its homologue for a particular phenotype, they are known as multiple alleles. Multiple alleles arise by mutations of the wild type of gene. So when this is the normal wings, VG plus is the normal genotype, this is the wild one, but when a mutation occurs, so because of the mutation, 1, 2, 3, 4 kinds, a number of another expressions in the phenotype we are getting, okay, because of the change in the DNA structure, because of the mutation which is occurring inside the wild type of Drosophila. a gene can mutate several times, producing a series of alternative expressions. So we are getting a series of alternative expressions. These are a different kinds of expressions in the form of phenotypes, and these are the genotypes which we are getting, and these alterations are because of this process that is known as mutations. Different alleles in a series show dominant recessive. Now this is dominant one, this is recessive one. We have studied the codominance while studying the blood group system, that is AB blood group is the example of codominance, while there are chances of incomplete dominance in the different alleles. When they multiple alleles we are talking about, they can get expressed in this way also. So there are three chances. There are different alleles, they show different types of phenotypes or genotypes, if they are getting expressed in the form of dominant or recessive, or they are getting expressed in the form of codominance, or if they are getting expressed in the form of incomplete dominance. Now you can observe in this diagram, this is a homologous pair you're talking about. Now this Vg plus and Vg. Now Vg plus is this one, wild type, normal wings. This is the wild type of normal wing in the Drosophila. This character is dominant, while vestigial wings Vg is the recessive character. If this type of homologous pair is present in the Drosophila, of course Vg plus will get expressed and not the Vg, because Vg plus is the dominant character, it is the wild one, while Vg is the recessive character. So always the dominant characters they get expressed, while the recessive characters they don't get expressed if you're talking about dominant and recessive relation in the different alleles also. Okay, so that's all about multiple allelism. So if the question is asked in the multiple allelism, you can take two examples. You can study two examples. First is related to the ABO blood group system. Another is regarding the Drosophila. Of course, the diagram of the Drosophila is not essential that you should draw the diagrams, but of course this chart is important where you talk about the phenotype and the genotype. Okay, in the phenotype structure, this normal wings, if you write the term and if you write the correct genotype, the correct phenotype and the correct genotype that you have to mention if you are writing or attempting the question on multiple allelism, the chart is enough, and you have to write these few points and you will get full marks while writing the answer. That's all about this multiple allelism. Thank you.